rice plants grow to a height of 3 to 4 feet over an average of 120 days after planting. Farmers can irrigate the rice fields using the methods that best fit that field or farm, especially during the early stages. Rice growing needs a lot of water, preferably wetlands. Rice is a cereal, and in the past few years it has become a popular food in the country, which is preferred by most since it is easy to prepare. Children too love it a lot. Its production in Uganda began in 1942 for the World War II soldiers. Most rice in Uganda is grown in eastern Uganda, followed by western Uganda due to the presence of lowland with high moisture throughout the growing season. Thus, good conditions for the rice crop to grow well. The estimated production is 165,000 metric tons or more. Smallholder rice farmers in Uganda can increase profits by about 41% under similar input levels and combinations of produce. Smallholder rice farmers incur high seed and labor costs that affect their profit margins. It is therefore important for farmers to come together and work as cooperatives. Reason why we, Seeds of Gold, is here to bring you different farmers and how they feed on each other. Today, we are back in Butaleja district, the home of rice growing. What started as an association between Hajna Leba and his son Baker in 2016 has now grown into a full cooperative, fully registered as Butaleja Nafwa Benson Rice Farmers Cooperative Society Limited. And through this cooperative, many farmers from around this area have benefited.
It is developing this community in terms of employment, because you can see many people come here to work, to earn a living, to take care of their families. It is helping people to educate their children. They are busy constructing. At least they cannot sleep hungry because of what is happening on here.
Most farmers lose the production of quality products at the post-harvesting handling stage. So, in this episode, we concentrate more on this very important stage. In line with rice processing, what do you serve your market?
Yeah, as you see the rice on the drying yard, farmers bring rice from the farm. We have got members, around 712 members, and then plus outgrowers who are not our members. So we have a truck that picks the rice from the farm and it brings in, and then they display it here. And once it is displayed, we are able to monitor it so that we may have a better post-harvesting handling. And when it is brought here, we are able to supervise it because we need rice of quality, of good quality. And as you can see, we don't put it direct on the soil. We put it on the tap lines. As you can see, they can even sweep through. And as you see, after we pack it properly in the bags, and then we take it to the milling side. With the moisture content, our meal, it takes 13 to 13.5%. So when they bring in the rice from the garden, we take the moisture content. We keep on monitoring, using it until we get the right temperature that is required in the meal.
On this yard, there are majorly two varieties of rice, mainly known as Kaiso and Super, on the market. Frida here helps us understand the difference.
As you can see, this is Kaiso with the short grains, and then this is Super with long grains and big. And this one has an aroma, this one doesn't have, as you can see. The difference in prices, Super takes more money than Kaiso. Kaiso is slightly lower. Right now, Kaiso, we are getting it at 3,000, and Super, we get it at 4,000. So the difference is 1,000. It's only the yields. This one yields more, while super yields a bit, little, but it's heavy on when you're milling.
Most people enjoy this good meal without knowing exactly how the whole process goes and what is involved. Well, on Seeds of Gold, we bring you all this and more so that you too can one day fully participate in commercial agriculture and be part of the full cycle.
With the milling process, it mills 30 tons per day. And once it enters there, that's why we keep on monitoring the moisture, because we want quality rice. Because our machine sorts out all the rubbish, it sorts out all the stones. And once it enters there, it is able to be first polished, and then we can grade it. We can either grade it in 1 or 2, because we have different way we can grade it after milling, after doing all the processing. We have to pack it to different packages according to what the customer needs. The packaging, we do it from 50, 25, 10 and 5 kilograms.
After rice processing, there is value addition, and it automatically changes the bargaining power in the market. We get the details.
Here, we don't sell paddy rice, the way you see it, the one which is not milled. We basically sell milled rice, because your price will determine according to what has come out. Because we basically look at quality, and we don't mix up the rice. So when you mix up your rice, and you get less money. But if you don't mix it out and you've followed all our processes, you get good money compared to other mills. Currently, when you go outside here, rice you can get it at 2,800. Meanwhile here, we are buying it from a farmer at 3,000. So you can see the difference is 200 shillings. So if your rice is not of good quality, then you get less money.
When we talk about good quality rice, this is what we mean.
Good quality, the one which is not broken, the one which has whole grain, the one which has no stones, the one with, there is some rice, if you buy it, you may have some powder in it. So meaning that it didn't dry very well. Or they harvested it when it was still raw or not ready. Then you can get some rice which has white rice, meaning that it was harvested premature. So we keep on monitoring from the garden up to here, so that we get better rice.
The work of having good quality rice clearly starts from the garden, and these are some of the tips to consider. There are basics that have no shortcuts for anyone interested in rice growing.
It depends. We have 2 types of varieties of rice. We have what we call super, but it is PR 107. And then we have Kaiso, the common one. Although Kaiso has different varieties, but Kaiso takes 4 months. Meanwhile, PR super takes 100 days. Those are basically 3 months. So it depends which variety are you growing.
When we return, we hit the milling area. Stay tuned. When all is said and done, the rice is now in the yard and ready to hit the milling area. What then happens in here? We get down to business. We then meet the experts in this place to take us through.
This is our starting point. This machine has a capacity of 30% per day. It's supposed to make 30 tons per day. So this is our starting point. From here to go to this elevator 1. We just pull this like this, rice moves to elevator 1. So from elevator 1 it goes to a pre-cleaner. The work of a pre-cleaner is to remove grass, dust. That's the work of a pre-cleaner. So from pre-cleaner it goes to elevator 2. The work of elevator 2, it takes rice to the destoner. So the work of a destoner is to remove stones and all metallic parts and stones. So from a destoner, still just cleaning part. From a destoner it goes to elevator 3. From elevator 3 it goes to the harrow. So the work of a harrow now is to remove the upper husk and throws them outside there. So from the harrow it goes to paddy separator. So a paddy separator, its work is to separate the paddy and the already brown rice. So from our paddy separator it goes to elevator 5. From elevator 5 to the mill direct. So we have 3 mills. We have mill 1, mill 2 and mill 3. So this is what we call brown rice. It's brown. The brown rice. From the paddy separator it goes to the mill 1 now. So mill 1 is to polish that brown into white. The way you see this one. Now polishing to white. From there it goes to elevate mill 2. The work of mill 2 is still to polish, not 100% white. So after there, after mill 2 it goes to mill 3. The work of mill 3 now to polish 100% white. So from mill 3, that's now the red rice to be eaten. So from there it goes to elevator 8. The work of elevator 8 is to take this rice, milled rice to the grader. This is how our grader looks like. So the grades, the broken rice falls inside this thing here. So the work of a grader is to grade the broken rice and the hollow grain. So it is grading according to the way you see here. The broken rice falls in this container and the hollow grain goes direct to the weighing scale using elevator 9. So the work of elevator 9, it takes this rice from a grader to the weighing scale direct. So this weighing scale has a capacity of 50. So we just said after reaching 50, we put our bag and it releases automatically. We just said, oh, if we want 25, we still just command it 25. After reaching 25, it releases automatic. So from there, we seal 25, 50, 25, 10 and 5. After putting our rice in bags, it seals automatic. We just press here the way you see to move through this conveyor to the sewing machine. This is the sewing machine for sewing. That's how our process moves. And behind this way we have also rice bran, a byproduct of rice. It's called rice bran. So this rice bran is good for animals. We have here customers who come and takes this rice bran for animals. Okay, the price of rice per now is 500 per kilo. That's rice bran.
Farmers are quite challenged in this venture. It's an expensive venture, and when it's a rainy season, the challenges kind of double.
There are many challenges that we do face because right now it is rain season and we have a challenge of drying. It is very dangerous if it is a season for rice. We are just coming out of season, but if it was season, you would get everywhere rice. So a farmer takes like 3 to 4 days drying, and it is expensive and costly. Because if we had a dryer, somebody takes only 1 day and is milling. Because you find that in the normal time, you're supposed to dry for 2 days if the sun is real on. 2 days. And you know, like as you bring it here, you have to put on people, casual laborers, to keep on monitoring your rice, drying it, cleaning it. So if it takes 4 days, it becomes expensive for the farmer. And then the other thing that we have is the marketing. You find that Sometimes we may have rice, sometimes we may not. And people come in, they want rice when it is not on. If it is off season, it becomes hard. Sometimes if it is now on season, you find that many customers are coming in and yet we have little rice. And then the other challenge is the finances. Most of the farmers need some little funds to keep them ongoing. So you find that we are faced with the middlemen in that they go to the farm and they are the ones to determine how much a farmer should get. For example, if I advance you my money, I will be in charge of your rice from the garden up to the mill. And it is me to decide how much I should give you. So as a cooperative, it becomes hard if we are not able to finance all our farmers. You find that some farmers are cheated. But however, there are those that we advance little funds and do it so that they can catch up with their business.
Frida has not been working in vain. She attributes most of her achievements and success in life to rice growing.
For me as an individual, I'm also a farmer. So I've benefited in that I'm able to take my children to good schools. I've gotten employment. I'm able to interact with different farmers. And then I've constructed. Yeah. The other thing is to encourage out people not to give up, because rice is a good business. Before COVID, during COVID period, the prices of rice were very low, so it discouraged most of the farmers. But when we came out of COVID, the prices increased, and of which it benefited the farmers. So I would really encourage farmers that they should not give up. They should grow rice, bring it here for milling for better payments.
Next week on the show, we are in Kampala for Coffee Value Addition. Get ready to explore and know the valuable opportunities to add value to your coffee from the city center.